position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense with jumbo personnel. Football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
To the ground with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9.
Listen, if you're a defender, you gave up the completion, and that stinks. You don't want to do that. You don't want to give up yards. But if you do, you want to take a chunk out of the quarterback's hiney. Great job hitting him right in the mouth.
A first down run in the red zone. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running is completely...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we saw.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense when you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
I think you can go conservative catch for it, dude. It's a man's touchdown.
They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. They'll go to the ground. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
42 Spider.
Rolls and fired complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
21 on the play. That's a first down for the
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Ripping through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll leave it with him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. Finds a little space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Find some fresh air. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Boise State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent a chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead, they take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Slithers into space. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Reads it, fires complete. Still running at the 35. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
The Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Broncos will kick it off to start the 2nd half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Team in prime position on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as exhort the D. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown Broncos! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
We know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone of the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Texas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Back out there ready to give it another spin. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They want to run it left here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He turns it loose to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs! Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running back searching for a hole. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Green 25.
Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they regain the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Colorado. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Try to get it to the edge. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. At this point, the clock is like the 12th man on offense. I assume they'll keep it on the ground here.
I would think so, too, but I also want to get the score and end this game. Like, that touchdown puts me up by 2 possessions, ball game over.
This is a design run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Wide receiver going in motion. The running back has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. yardage to cover here. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Right on the money. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quick out.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's LeBoy. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the toss. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He'll set up to throw. He's got the tight end. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. He lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.